I don't know if y'all can see that, but I will post that scripture because it's the first scripture I set my eyes on. And I feel like it's a blessing to me that it will bless somebody else. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes. My title is Protect Your Peace. So that's how we're gonna start today. Good morning. I have a whole week off for just sleeping in due to my significant other taking a vacay. We're not doing nothing spectacular, but resting. When you get there, when you get up in age, you know, we done did everything we could as young adults. But now we at the age where vacation just be vacation, not doing anything and being more attentive to the home and getting things in order and enjoying my grandson, 'cause that's what I've been doing. Supporting my sister with Let's Talk and Love. If you're not connected to her, and if you are, go check her latest couple of videos. She's giving out tips on Plan B. We are living in a society now where things are getting freaking real. And for those that don't know how to fall on the budget, um, or even start a business, she is your sister. I am there always to help and try to do my part as a subscriber and also as her sister in Christ because I believe in her vision. She already knows. But yeah, protecting our peace. What does it mean to you? Like, what do you feel peace is? My peace is just sitting here in my thoughts. Not that it's always good thoughts, but just the fact that I don't have that I can have that alone time with me before I start my day is a big plus. When I'm away. Um, I have been learning a lot about myself and um what type of changes that I wants to apply into my everyday life. And my peace right now, I am protecting with all my heart. And I may appear to be, um, acting a little funny, but it's really not. It's just that, um, if you don't protect your peace for the things that you are purposely exposed to on your daily activities or whatever you do on a daily, whether it's social media, whether it's just in your natural life, there's always something going on. It's you turn on the news, something is going on. Um, they're doing things that are unconstitutional, and we see it, and we feel like I know I do. I feel like my hands are tied, like there's nothing I can do but vote. But also, peace to me helps me stay focused. Um, so you must. If I want to protect my peace, I have to make sure I apply the footwork on making sure that I don't put nothing out there to ignite these demonic spirits that are looming around us, not only on the social media network, but also in real time. So we have to be so focused that anything that may come your way, that you already set in your mind that you're not going to respond, that you're not going to entertain it. And it is very, very, very hard. But when your peace is at stake and you're covering it with all your heart and making sure that you do things that are right, that's how you can, eliminate, you know, any stress. Not like I feel in my time of going back and forth that it was taken away more than it was added. It was also a blessing too because it allowed me to see the things that I still needed to work on because I'm still not perfect. And I know when I start seeing certain things that I don't like within myself, I know when I get tired of seeing myself in that manner that I'm going to do everything possible for one to protect my peace and for also not to repeat that shit again. Excuse my language. It gets hard. There's so many things that we can keep our focus on instead of doing the back and forth. And I'm coming out and speaking like this because I have to. I have to. There's so many of us that are under attack that, we feel sometimes, including myself, that if we don't step to the plate and stand on 10 toes, that they're gonna continue. Well, here's a little FYI. Even if you stand 10 toes down, thereafter they will continue. So you have to say to yourself, what's the purpose? I'm standing up, they standing against. Like, when is it gonna end? The end starts with you. And I have learned that when you are silent, it really messes with the spirit that's on these folks that are chosen to attack us. Hey, always. Happy Tuesday. I'm on vacation mode. I had just been thinking, because I love my peoples and I don't want my peoples to ever feel that when I try to stay on the positive, because I am, it's for me too. But I don't ever want to see my sisters and brothers out there. And this is not to anyone in particular, this is in general, even in real time, because I deal with stuff outside of YouTube, real talk. Um, so it's just like, God let me see these things, and I'm like, okay, what can I do to be the light out of a situation, And of course, I have to give words of encouragement. If I'm seeing what it is, I'm going to let you know. Because if I don't, then I'm not doing what God is asking me to do. I don't want to be that sister that just watches you just crumble and agree on everything because I don't want you to do that to me. Even as subscribers, if you see something out of line, speak on it, but it's the manner of how you speak on it. If you're going to speak on it in love, I'm going to receive it. If you're going to speak it in a way where I'm going to get a little offended, I'm going to speak on that too. Sister, I love you from a genuine place and you're transparent. That's why I support you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm trying in the midst of my walk because I'm not perfect. But I do see things on others that I also see in me, that things that I still need to work on my delivery, even when I'm trying to encourage y'all. It's very, very hard. And this is the time that God is asking us to watch out for everything, every move. And you have to really, realistically, in the spirit, look at these things and see where it's coming from. To replay views, please do not forget to like, share, and comment. And thank you all for stopping by. Thank you always. Thank you for being my voice while I'm talking. But yeah, it's a lot going on. I have been consumed. I've been watching a little bit of everything. Of course, I support Sister Love, so when she comes on and I'm, you know, available, I go and support my sister. Even when she's off, I catch the replays to make sure that I know that I put my time in as much as she puts for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what sister do. And plus, I support her vision for her channel. I know what she's about, and I know she's not about no negative. She's just like me, another beggar trying to find bread, trying to s- spew out love, talking, showing all that good stuff, and being transparent. It's in us. Now that we out our way, it's definitely in full blown. Shown. We're showing our light, and I'm just not where everybody is at. We all are all on a Godspeed for our lives, and we all collectively learn from each other. Whatever we can, what I'm saying? Like talk. I love that about the relationship I have with Sister Love. She's just freaking real. She's just freaking real, and a person that is true. And those are the people that you want around you. That's not going to get offended when you say things, and really considering what you're saying and stuff like that, because it gets hard out here. We could sometimes be sowing into people that are not receptive, or more like okay, okay, and then still continue. You know, and it's a hurtful feeling when we pour our heart out into people and you see that it's not we feel like it's not our words, it just was our words. But it's all good. Everybody has their time and where they're start to wake up. I cannot force no one. I only could do what God asked me to do and stand 10 toes on it, because my God is about love. It's about being there for your sister when they need it. Give them words and encouragement anyway, and still love on your sisters and brothers, even where they at. You know what I'm saying? Because God did it for us. I know He's doing it for me. I didn't get this far from being a saint. I was a mess when He met me, and He still took me in. So I would not turn my back on my sisters and brothers. I would not. I would not. That's most of the issues on this app, that people just talk just to be talking and don't listen. When you stop and listen, then you get the full picture. When you start taking accountabilities for the part you play in certain situations, it's going to always be a fight, you know? But when you can't convince people certain things, it's time to say, okay, I did my part as a child of God. Um, Now, what do you need me to do, Lord? You told me to drop a jewel here. It's working on your pace, and now it's time for me to maneuver on. Still keep people in prayer, but just push it along to the next assignment that the Lord has me on. And believe me, I ain't no saint. I have my days where I'm not so godly, and somebody got to pour into me. You know, girl, you already know that I got you. Yep, yep. I have cut back on YouTube since I got married, trying to make sure my sir, what is, let's skip that word. View gets this time. But I will make time for my sister. Thank you. And I don't expect people to show up because, in all honesty, since I even started this channel, it was kind of to show. to conquer a fear because I did have anxiety to speak. So now that I am kind of getting the hang of things, and and incorporating what I'm learning right now and what I've learned so far during my walk, everything is just planning out the way God wanted. And I can't expect everybody to be there. But if my live could touch one subscriber, if it could touch it inward, penetrate, and really made a difference, then I did what God needed me to do. For me, it's not about the crowd. It's never been. Since even when I was of the world, um I was always on the out crowd. I was never a part of the in crowd, even though I knew people that were. But I just didn't really associate myself with people that are in the in crowd because it was too much showboating for me. And I'm a person like, I am who I am today, you know. Sorry always. Uh, but yeah, so it is what it is. I just want people to protect their peace. Not everyone that sends for us deserves a response. It is crucial to starve it, whichever way you know how to starve it, and um, it is a struggle because we want to get our point across with people. But I know what I've experienced that I would yell to the top of my lungs. For instance, my neighbor. I'm like, why she don't see the God in me? Why she don't see this? Why she don't see that? It was because she didn't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? But God gives us all free will. And like I said, I ain't the one to judge no one. I just know I'm not doing it. And, I will continue to be who I am towards people. And if they take the encouragement, if they don't, that'll be on them because it is off me. But just know that I am on assignment and I'm not here to please anyone but the Lord. That's it and that's all. And I'm boldly confessing that because I really feel like the enemy, and I'm not talking about people of flesh. We are not dealing with only flesh and blood, but we are dealing with wickedness in high places. So just because you see it in the frame is not what it looks like. Believe, but don't believe the hype. It's a spirit that's assigned to distract us. I really believe that so much today. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you, boo. Exactly what I say. I just help one person. I receive it as a blessing. Yes, because you're in God's will. And like people sit there and poke fun of us that are trying to that are transitioning. That means um taking a fine comb and going through our life and seeing what we can correct in our lives because we can't help others if we don't help ourselves. That's definitely so important. If you want to help others, you have to help yourself. And that means to continue to be bold enough to live by example to show people that you are working on you. That means getting away from things that are triggering. That means ignoring things that you normally give response to because we're so used to standing up. That's that we grew up on that. I know I have. Defend yourself. But some fights are meant to be left with God because He know exactly what to do. We put our hands on that mess, It's a never ending story. It does not stop, it intensifies. Believe that. So, for me, protecting my peace will be and has been silence because it works for me. I don't care what nobody says about Maritza because I know and God knows how far I've come, and the people that are genuinely connected to me on here and off of here feels my spirit. But I have to create boundaries. Don't think that you are going to see me um, supporting you tearing another sister down. I don't care who started. I can't. I'm not supposed to. And it hurts me as an empath. I feel things and I don't like it. I don't like it. And it don't have to be about me. Just I don't like it. I see more for my sisters and brothers other than feeding into these bird heads or these not bird heads, excuse me. That wasn't the word, sorry. These demonic spirits that are assigned to distract them. It, we see it in the flesh. Yes, it's people, but it's not people. The enemy uses people to plant to how you say it, to put out his plan. So we have to be real careful, real pick and choose our battles. Some things are not worth fighting, and if looks a little too heavy, then you know to give it over to God. Laughing my butt off. I have heard Burrhead all week long. I'm from New York. We like to call people Burrheads quick. 'Cause some people are Burrheads for real. But in this case, it's not Burrheads. It's because I'm trying to talk in the spirit of what's really going on around us is not only in the internet with our government with these things that are being incorporated in this 2025 budget plan that we was warned about. But people were looking at stimulus and the greed was setting in so heavy that they didn't realize what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel that this election was a fraud, and that's my feeling. And it's showing on what we're seeing right now with the Epstein's, they're taking women's right from us. It's like the new norm to say that these sex of um people, these people that are violating minors, then that it's okay. They try to make that the new normal, and it's just a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch of triggers out there, and that's definitely one of the reasons why I am live now. There's so much. I'm still busy trying to heal, and I am there for people, but sometimes I feel I'm not there enough, and like I'm saying something wrong. So sometimes I have to take a step back and focus on Maritza, and focus on my peace, and focus on the people that are focusing on me to do right. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that I'm pouring into. I'm not pouring into people that are listening and then do the opposite. I can't. That aggravates my spirit. It makes me feel like I'm wasting my words. But I did what God asked me to do. Yeah. I have this one friend outside the world, in this world that I'm living, that I'll speak, 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 and it's like, why am I talking? Hey, Albert, how are you? Sound like a robot. How are you? I'm supposed to be making something to eat, but I'm still dripping, sipping on my coffee, and this is like my retreat to myself before I start my day. Yeah, give time for me. That is good to hear. Considering how the world is going, yes, keep Stay positive. Stay positive. Remember, God has the last say for all things. And what we see it is supposed to happen. It is already written. That's why I'm not even bothered. And I'm starting to see, I'm really starting to see why I had to go through what I had to go through. Because now look what our government is doing. If I would have remained in the same mind frame, I would be freaking panicking right now. I promise you, with everything that's going on. But God had showed me with a little or nothing how He could make He could. Hey, TRW. Hey, girly girl. I find you. I've been in your bushes, girl. You are hilarious. I've been trying to be good, sis. So forgive me if you don't see me a lot. I've been trying to be good. Just being in the presence of your chat. But thank you for the exposure because I can hear that you are a real chick. I don't be studying all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own person, and I've been supporting you for a long time. You just didn't know it. I like to watch. When I come in, I gotta watch myself because I tend to throw shit out at the end and I be in a whole bunch of shit. So I'm just trying to behave, girl. But yeah, we have to listen. We cannot help some things, but if there's one thing that we could have control of, it's the shit that we absorb from people. Even there, even if it's coming your way, I know it's hard because shit, I'm speaking in a place where it's hard for me to not sometimes respond, but, and I'm not just saying it because TRW just came in or nothing like that, but I was speaking about this even before, just protecting our peace, people, places, and things. And then when we constantly trying to set a mother freaker straight, it's just like no ending of like, when does it end? And it starts with us. It's okay, you can stay in the bush. Nah, girl, I'm getting all these damn mosquito bites. I'm gonna pop out one day. I've been popping out. I have been trying to support those who support me. And, okay, I don't come on all the time and I don't see a lot of people all the time, but I'm just grateful for the one time. That's how you know. And it's more joyful when you know people know people be in bushes, but still receive the support, as a blessing, you know. And at the same time, my ass be being nosy too. Shit, I'm just saying, gonna be honest. I'm not too far removed. Theraflu. Get some Theraflu, sis. Get the nighttime when you can't because you have your grandbaby. Get the daytime. Tea, lemon, honey, a lot of vitamin C. It's a change of weather, season is changing, and they're talking about some illness is out there and it's spread. Girl, when I tell you I've been in tune with the world, because the world will tell you the world news will tell you what's going on. And I'm not talking about on the TV. There are independent um news anchors. I don't know what they podcast. They be having them podcasts and stuff like how we do it, but they do it in the news way. John Lemon. I don't know if anyone is familiar with him, but I used to watch him on CNN. A brother. He's about the rainbow. He's married to his husband, and I support people's free will. But anyway, it's not even about his preference. He's good. He's good in delivering the truth to us. So don't get blindsided with all these news that's on TV because they're not telling us the full freaking story. First, my oldest grandson had it, then my daughter, then my other grandson, then my son had Jesus. It's like a chain. It's like a viral code that the only thing you can do, sisters, is take that and also Alka-Seltzer Plus. I know it's nasty as hell, but that shit works. That shit works. That shit works. But just take a light and Lysol. Fumigate your home. Open up your windows. You know what I'm saying? Hey, always drop TRW. Well, matter of fact, TRW, you have a wrench. Drop your channel down, please. Albert, do you have a channel? If you do, please drop his channel too, and if you have one too, always drop yours. As a matter of fact, anyone that comes in that has a channel, just drop them. All my windows is always open. Oh, you like me? I love that fresh air. Oof, just because them colds circulate. It circulates and circulates and circulates. The germs and just don't have nowhere to go. But when you open them windows, they get the hell out with some Lysol. Lysol down, bleach your doors. You gotta do that too. That's you know what? That's what the heck I've been doing. Oh, I have been taking my time with my house. I want to get things in order. Like I'm getting my walk with Christ in order. I'm just trying to do things, try to keep my mind from being all idle because that is the worst for me. I am a Gemini. You know, us Geminis, we always in the freaking head. So, my shit is already big enough, and that shit be like a circus in there. So this and then watching, being TRW. Yes, I'm gonna be watching my grandson this afternoon. As a matter of fact, he's in my room bouncing, watching Elmo. He's my time. But anyway, yeah, like it really frustrates when I see certain things, and all I can do is not involve myself. That's one, but involve myself to a point to pray, not only for the person I support, but to pray for the person they're fussing about. Because sometimes they need prayer too. You can't be selfish with it because somebody prayed for us. And I'm speaking some real stuff. You want to continue to be blessed? Pray for your enemies because they need it too. Sometimes we don't know what they're dealing with. We don't know what demons they're dealing with. They have yet to set eyes to realize that they allowing the enemy to fuck with them in this way. You know what I'm saying? I had to come to grips that I needed to settle myself down and my thoughts and not involve myself in every fight that my people's in. Like, really pray for my sister. You know what I'm saying? And when God sees fit and He puts it in your spirit, puts it on your spirit to speak words of encouragement, do it because it's not only coming from you, it's coming from God. They need to hear it. How people receives it is up to them. Us trying to make a point to a person that's not receptive is pointless. It's pointless. We get to a point, and I'm speaking that by experience. I'm speaking about Maritza, guys. I'm not speaking about nobody in general. I'm just speaking some real shit right now. I fought with it. I still fight with it. I still feel a couple of people need some tongue lashing. But what is it going to do for me? Is it going to push me ahead in my walk? What is it going to do? It's going to remind me the things that I still need to work on, the things that are still there that I thought wasn't there. So protecting my peace at all costs is removing myself from people that I feel no longer serve purpose. Whatever my purpose was, it has been deemed done. Move it along. I don't hold any hate or animosity to anyone on this app, off this app. I can't carry that. I carried enough. It's not going to do anything but train your. Yeah, exactly, TRW. I'm glad we're on the same wave page, sis. Because those are the things that I will say. And I know you see it. You see it, I can hear it when you talk, and it gets frustrated. And it's like, why? What the fuck, man? You just want to bust a cap on somebody's ass. But if you think about it, we're not dealing with flesh and blood. We're dealing with wickedness in high places, and the enemy knows what triggers us. He's going to use people, places, and things no matter what. It is up to us. And some fights are just meant to be like, look, I do this in a heartbeat now. I'm talking about today. Even my test was the neighbor. It's got to use her as an example because I'm just starting again in my walk. I had to totally give it to God. Despite how many times the heifer invaded my space, she was actually bullying me like she was treating me like a punk. I'm from New York. I clapped back. And I ain't talking about with my mouth. I normally clap back my little ass, my little round ass. You were the exterior never judge because what I do is real quick. You would never think a panda could move that quick, but that's not me no more. I hate it. And if I get into any physical fight with anyone or tongue lashing, I'll be beating myself up. So I'm not putting myself through that anymore. But I also ain't gonna put nothing out there for them to say something. And sometimes you ain't even gotta say nothing, they just say something. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Sometimes it be when people continue to talk and talk and talk, that means they have yet not let go. And I only can say that because I was like that. And I think that's why it aggravates the shit out of me when I see it from other people because it reminds me of Maritza and how I used to take things, never took accountability. Can we just be honest? Because I'm all about keeping it a buck, especially when it comes to me. I ain't faking no fuck for no fucking body. You show me who the fuck you are, I am ghost. And that doesn't mean I have any ill will towards you. It just means I am not cut with that cloth to be going back and forth. I don't want to be associated with people that likes to continue to hold on to things and continue to talk about things. And just trying to make sense out of things, but nothing's making sense, but it's causing a lot of friction and shit we don't need to be fucking just let that shit go, man. And that was hard. It was hard for me to let go. I didn't know how. I wanted to fight. I wanted to fight. But I'm learning today that when you give all things to God, that He knows what to do and how to do it. And at the same time, He blesses the person that you need to do it to. It works out like that. Because remember, God, we all God's children. Just some of us is still working on a delay, just say it like that. Some of us are just working a little slower than others. I'm just seeing things and I'm like, shit, I need to correct. I want to be caught out there. When Jesus comes, I want to at least say I got a couple of things that I attacked, that I overcame, that I got delivered from. I want him to remember me at the ending of my days that I fought to do right by him, not by man, because man always fails you. So if it's giving people to God, giving situations to God, here I am. Here you go. I'm out. Let me know. Call me. Tell me the results later. Because 9 times out of 10, when you do these things later on, you start to see God working in your favor and also that person's favor. Because I know I was a havoc out there. I always held things. If you stole the book from me at 2 years old, I promise you I remember that and held a grudge. But they ain't get me no damn where. But depressed, feeling alone, feeling misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, yo, if me giving certain things to God brings me peace, I'm gonna do that. If it's me staying in silence while a motherfucker talk shit about me and talk hella shit, I'm gonna do that. It's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna do that because at the end, God always show up and show the fuck out. And I didn't even say the F with that. That's slip, but that's how He's gonna show out, man. Promise you, promise you. We cannot fix things on earth. We cannot get things across people on earth. We're not dealing with flesh and blood. We're dealing with wickedness and in high places, higher than you, higher than the government, higher than any star on me, just the higher. Some people are miserable and can't find it in themselves to let, but blame the another. And exactly. I was one of them people, and I tell you, if it wasn't for my best friend, which is Caucasian, because I ain't racist either. I'm not. I dislike a lot of them racist people, but it don't. It don't take away from me saying that there are some real solid white people, and she's been my friend since since before lottos, pro-cats, if you get it. You know what I'm saying? And the shift, it just is, that's just clearly when people shift blame, that's because they don't see what they do. But in due time, God will reveal themselves. God will reveal them to themselves because He has done it to me. And I'm gonna keep it like that because it is a, a lot of shit that I'm seeing. I ain't afraid to say it. I ain't afraid to say it and admit it because I was I was lost. And I used to that was that shift blame that was to take the heat off of you now because we didn't see what we was doing because we was always on the fence. Like I was always in the fence. Like if you say boo, I got offended. So and it's bigger than that. It's bigger than the situation. It's deep. This is why God says, pray for your enemies. Even though we don't care for them for what they do, but people deal with things and don't realize that it's pouring out. You know what I'm saying? But one day they will see. And just like we have a chance to redeem ourselves to the Most High, Not she, they will be able to do the same thing too. We just have to continue to pray for them, just like somebody prayed for us. Sometimes we didn't deserve it. Hell, my uncle don't deserve it, and he violated me. I almost said the word. He violated me, and he violated somebody else that I'm very close to. So you don't think I should have built up anger? I carried that. I carried that. I carried that. But today I released it. Well, not today. I'm releasing it. I'm releasing it. I'm forgiving him a little more. I'm forgiving myself for the things I may have caused on people. And I'm just moving it along. Fuck everybody. I'm like really have that I don't give a fuck attitude in a beautiful way. Because I have to continue to stay focused on what Maritza need to do for me and for others. I don't have time to be spending a back and forth battle with anyone. You think what you like, and it's okay. I promise you, I ain't gonna give a fuck. I promise you. Ain't nobody paying my damn bills. Damn sure ain't fucking me at night. And damn sure ain't supplying me with my herbs and spices and my cigarettes and stuff like that that I don't freaking need. But in due time, God gonna take it away from me. And He know I can't do it by myself because I like it so much. And I'm being honest. But He sees my heart, and I'm grateful that He could see beyond my flaws and know that one day too, this will be a testimony to speak about how I just stopped doing what I like so much. Because usually that's how it starts. The love of money. Once you start loving money the way you love money, you will see the blessing out of it, you know? I'm just glad that I'm at this place and I can look at things in a more positive look and I'm able to remove myself because I have posted something with Paul. I'm sorry, Paul. Pastor. What? He don't play about me. Pastor Mike Jr. I just did a short. Please go look at it. It's a message. It's a message. And that's what also sparked this live today. Because we pour so much into people. And I know y'all heard Sister Love talk about it. We all that have empathy for others, that have a heart. If you have blessed someone once, only once, to look out and it's in your spirit. Sometimes it may not be, what you want at the time, but it's when God tells you to do something, you gotta do it and ask no questions. No matter what it looks like. You feel what I'm saying? I'm over here taking care of business. I'm sorry. Let me peek at my grandson. Hold on. Hey! His mama done picked him up. He whines. Sometimes he likes to bounce, and sometimes he likes just to be in his little play area that we created in his room. I have bought him. Let me see if I could pick up the picture. Because I love my grandson with all my heart. Let me tell you, he's like, I can't really explain it. He has changed me for the better. Like, let me put his little face up. Hold on. This little boy right here has changed my heart. See, that's my little stink man. He turned 9 months yesterday, and God had blessed me with a little bit of change. And I haven't been able to bless my grandson the way I would like. Hey, blessings. Put your channel down, boo. Or always one of y'all. But yeah, I was talking about protecting our peace. You know what I'm saying, and how we need to pretty much start giving a little more to God because we're if you're feeling spiritually attacked, you are being spiritually attacked as I see it. We all are. All of us chosen ones are being attacked so hard. And it's not by chance that you popped into my channel, you know what I'm saying? To my live, I'm sorry. Um it is hard. We collectively are I may not be being attacked on the internet, but outside of the internet I fight daily. I ignore daily. And I'm standing on 10 toes. If you cut ties on me in a negative way, I'm not and I'm being selfish for me. I'm not patching up shit that I didn't break. If at this big old age of 51 or 50 plus, or even 40 plus, 45, whatever, at this big old age that I'm in, I'm not repairing nothing. If it's broken and you broke it, or if you cannot be reckless, I'm not opening no door. No high, no cordial. I want nothing to do with you. But guess what? I'm still praying. You feel what I'm saying? Um, I had to treat that. I could have told her off. I could have told her how I felt, but God said no. Bow out gracefully. You was already complaining. You was already feeling like you was being not heard about where you at today, and people would nail you to the cross and keep you there if you let them. Nah, I'm not the same anymore. I am who I am. Who I mess with is gonna always good, good. Thank you, sis. That really warmed my spirit because you have a calling in your life. You know what you're here for, and we sometimes see it in the natural attack, but it's really spiritual, and people not really seeing it because they're not paying attention sometimes, and it's okay because we all be there today, you tomorrow me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say to you. If you see anything, girl, you fucking tell me because I don't want to be like that no more. And sometimes it seeps out because I'm still in transition. Look here, look, be careful. Oh, if you gotta warn yourself, if you gotta take at least a half an hour to sit in the mirror with three braids going back. You got a wolf robe. I'm gonna take a picture of it. When you see wolf robe, you're gonna laugh. Matter of fact, I don't care how I look. Let me put my bonnet on. Bonnet. Let me put my bonnet on and let me show you what I got on. My top is cold and my bottom is hot as hell. Let me just show you. Let me show you. Hello there. This is my dog. This is my dog coat. Yes, that is my Woolrich, and I hate the material of the collar. But why I keep this robe is because a cousin that is no longer, she passed away about 2 years ago. She's more of an aunt, so it's just like how I say, it's a memory of her. I don't get no teary. Let me tell you something. When you come to Christ, yeah, I'm like, I used to be a thug, guy. I used to be harder than nails. I promise you. But I'm not taken back by how I'm growing, just even by the way I talk. When somebody's like, get a little rough, and I'm like, I am. And I'm like, damn, I'm not acting hood. I'm just different. God is changing my words. He's just changing everything, and I'm allowing him to. He's even changing my heart. I'm crying more. Hell, I'm crying for. I'll be sitting in front of the mirror listening to music and start crying. And I'm like, what the hell are you crying about, Maritza? I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, yes, protect your peace. That was great news. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of TRW. I'm very proud. Despite coming out a few times, speaking your shit. Sometimes you got to do that. But sometimes you got to just starve the enemy a little more. A little more. Starve it. If you slip today, try again tomorrow. Don't beat yourself up for slipping. I call them moments because I do slip too. Sometimes I don't know how to shut the fuck up my goddamn self. Got. I didn't use God in vain. But yeah, like a lot of stuff is going on. Did you hear about the people in Chicago? The young lady that got unalived in front of her son's school. Sister Love was talking about it yesterday. I think she's gonna go and more. I don't know if she went on live. Matter of fact, I see that I didn't touch a live yet. I'm gonna go and after this live, and if she's not on again, I'm gonna go and do a replay with her because I need to catch up. But she definitely was talking about it yesterday, and I know she's gonna talk about it more. So, if you see a post, I'm gonna probably do it like I write something that could alert you that this is what I'm talking about, the video and what she's talking about. If you want to give your input on it, we have to be real careful as women who we mate with. If you see any signs now, eventually you're gonna see more signs later. So if you see the red flags now, and this is for the people that are single, even if you're not single and you're married, things if you don't nip it in the bud, it can escalate. It's really hard. If you're raising daughters, if you even raising sons, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta think outside the box. Like it's tragic, but there's something we could all learn from it, and then we could take it as wisdom to teach our adult children what not to be and the signs they see and what they not gonna do. Because I know I did not raise men to put their hands on any women. Women are to be loved on. The way you want your mother to be loved on is the way you treat your woman. Because that's the one that's going to help you. She's going to be your other half. While you go out there and you work hard for them, she's going to be home and compensate the other half that you need the nurturing, the love return, the family setting, the structure. Because, some men don't have structure like women, you know. Where you at? Yes, that's sad. Over a ninja, and he had one that was, yep. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. And they're gonna go spend the rest of their time paying for everything that they have done. And that's crazy. She's talking about it now. I'm back and forth from you. Oh, okay. Let me get off. I didn't know she was on. See how I need to check, but I got my little hour in. So, TRW, sister, damn, go, blessings. Go to Sister Love's channel, copy her channel and post it here before I hang up. Tell her I'm coming. Tell her I'm coming and I'm posting it so that she can put Sister Love. Thank you. Oh, you on point. Never mind blessings. I'm gonna hang up. But listen, one last thing. Father God, I ask that whatever message that you had talked through me, that it can be placed as a knowledge for my sisters and anyone that comes into the replay. Lord, I ask you to give us strength in all things that we may encounter. Father God, protect us from the unknown attacks and the known. Father God, I ask you to increase our territory, to block anything that is coming against us, because you said, vengeance is mine, and we're going to just believe that. We're going to touch and agree today that anything that the enemy intended, we redeem it, cancel at the door. So, Lord, I ask you any attacks that are hidden, that you block it at the door. So, Father God, we thank you. We honor you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, guys, I'm going over to my Sister Love. Let's talk with love. Everyone is here. If you're not connected, please connect, support it. It's a new era. It's a new era on YouTube. We cannot change what's going on YouTube, guys. We cannot. We are the narrative. We are the one that got the power to change things. If that means to create our own little sector where you can hear positive stories or you could come and talk about some realistic stuff, hey, that's all good. But I'm not about, and I'm going to say this again, I'm not about tearing nobody down. If I once supported you and you don't see me in your chat, the exception of a couple, because I do sit in the bush, all depending on the topic. If it's good topic, I'll pop out. But if it's not, I'm in the bush. I'm still supporting. But if you don't see me at all, that means I cannot handle what you're putting out there. I'm just not on the same wave page as you. I'm actually supporting people to promote peace because y'all earth disturbance will definitely take us off our A game. But today we're gonna ask God to take over and let Him handle you, or y'all, or whoever else is planning. Yeah, God, you can have all of them. I'm gonna focus on what's in front of me. Okay. So God bless you. God bless you. Go to Let's Talk with Love, and we'll be talking. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for